From the 1011 Now Alert Center, this is Morning Pulse.
Good morning. This is Craig Allison with your Morning Pulse for Wednesday, May 20th. Sorry for the delay on the episode, folks. We've been following breaking news throughout the morning, and that's what we're going to jump right into with our first story that we've been following very early on. Lincoln Police Department is investigating a shooting in Southeast Lincoln early this morning around 3:15. Officers were called to a neighborhood near South 56th and South Streets. What you're seeing here is footage our reporter got early this morning, transitioning over to later on where police were still there well into the 5 and 6 a.m. hours on scene. Now, when they arrived, LPD says officers found a person who had been shot inside of a home. The victim told police that someone had kicked down their door and shot them. LPD says the injuries were considered non-critical. Once we jump back to the daytime footage here, you can see a hole in the front door of this scene rather than at night once it transitions over here, and there it is. Now, at this time, Lincoln police say they do not have a suspect in custody, but that there is no threat to the public. Now, LPD will be holding a press briefing at 9:30 this morning, so within just a little more than an hour from now if you're watching us live, and we're going to hope to learn more details about this early morning incident. But again, we were following this throughout the morning. About 2 or so police cars were always on scene with that crime scene tape, kind of following that situation. So we're going to continue to keep you updated, and be sure to stick with us at 10:11 now as we work to learn more, hopefully some more, at this morning's briefing at 9:30. Now over to our second story for you this morning. Emergency crews responded to a crash in South Lincoln late last night. LFR was called to the intersection of Old Cheney Road and Nebraska Parkway just after 10 p.m. A reporter on scene there saw 2 vehicles involved, both appearing to have heavy front end damage with this one. We also saw 3 people being taken away from the scene on stretchers. Now, right now, LPD has not given us any new information on the extent of the injuries or what may have led up to this collision. But again, we have a press briefing at 9:30 this morning. We'll ask them there, as well as the other incident, the shooting incident now confirmed from earlier this morning as well. So a lot of different incidents happening overnight and early into this Wednesday morning. Now we're going to switch over to our crime tracker from a string of incidents that have been going on for the past few months. The man accused of committing a string of burglaries across the Lincoln over the past 2 months has made his first court appearance yesterday afternoon. 34-year-old Clarence Wilson is charged with 2 counts of burglary. His bond was set at $2 million, and police say he broke into 5 businesses on 6 different occasions between March and May. LPD also searched his home, finding items from the burglaries. Total loss for all items is estimated at over $30,000 in total. So this has been something that we've been following, especially where the Romantics is concerned, and giving you updates on just making their first court appearance, and we'll continue to keep following this case as it makes its way through. It's a bit of a shorter episode of Morning Pulse. We've been following a lot of breaking news updates and just trying to get them on air and online for you as fast as possible. So we'll wrap up this news portion and send things over to Brandon with more on what we have. But first, a look at your 7-day forecast for the week ahead.
Good Wednesday morning. Meteorologist Brandon Rector with you in the 1011 Severe Weather Center. It is going to be mostly cloudy for much of today, with a 30 to 40% chance of showers and maybe a thunderstorm in central and western Nebraska. We'll have just a 20% chance in the eastern part of the state. It will not be as breezy today, with our winds out of the northeast, east, and southeast at about 5 to 10, maybe 15 miles per hour. Looks like as we head into this evening, it's a 20% chance of rain, mainly in the southern portions of Nebraska and northern Kansas. Temperatures at noon are going to be in the low 50s to low 60s. By 4, temperatures should be in the mid 50s to mid 60s. So temperatures below average again for today. And at 8 this evening, low 50s to low 60s. In Lincoln for today, we warm up into the mid 60s this afternoon, 65 to be exact. That is 12 degrees below average for today's date.
From the 1011 Now Alert Center, this is Morning Pulse.